Hey, what's up, everyone? I'm back with another update. As you can tell by the title, I took my first shot of Flupentixol today. Yeah, so sadly, I kind of caved in on what I said before and went in. Well, I'll tell you what happened. My care coordinator called me in the morning again, and we had a little discussion on the phone, and our discussion ended with him saying, "Oh, come in today. We've got to discuss this in person." And I should have known that they wouldn't inject me today. That's why they wanted me to come in. But I agreed. He said that the psych doctor will be there as well, and I said okay, I'll go in because I want to comply with these people. I don't want them to send the police after me or whatever. So I went in and had a conversation with my care coordinator. Then the psych doctor came in, the same guy from last time. And he told me, we can offer you, did the same thing again, we can offer you the Flupentixol today if you want to take it, a small amount. I ended up caving, because they were saying, look, we don't want to go the route of re-hospitalising you, sending people off to come and get you, re-hospitalising you, we don't want to do that, that's what they were saying. So you might as well get injected, so I kind of caved in. But I'm kind of, in a way, I guess I'm not really, but in a way I am glad that I did, because the low dose they gave me, so Flupentixol, they gave me 20 milligrams of it, and that it doesn't go into your arm, it goes into your buttock. I had to kind of get it in the buttock. It's a bit more humiliating, but whatever, it's the only way. But it's already, I can feel it. It was about, I got it done at about 4 o'clock, so about 5 hours ago. 5.5 hours ago. And not many side effects. It's slightly more calming effect, but I've got to get another 20 milligrams in a week, and then after that, apparently it's going to be 50 milligrams for every month. So I hope that goes okay. I mean, I don't know about 50 milligrams. Sounds like a lot. But apparently there's people on there who've taken hundreds of milligrams of this stuff every 2 weeks. So, and that's what the doctor promised me. He promised me that 20 milligrams next week, loading dose, and then 50 milligrams every month. So I'm going to expect him to stay true to his word. And I guess I'll be riding out the rest of my CTO on this Flupentixol injection. I've done research, and I can tell it's much better than aripiprazole, and it's much better than paliperidone, which was just horrible stuff. Paliperidone is injectable version of risperidone, and risperidone is probably the worst, most dangerous antipsychotic probably used. I would say risperidone doesn't just, when it comes to dopamine, risperidone doesn't just fucking lower your dopamine, it completely shuts down your dopamine. And that's why paliperidone is so awful, in my opinion. I mean, I don't even have that much akathisia now. I don't feel too bad, like I did before on those other ones. So the Flupentixol is hopefully going to work okay. I did some research, and these antipsychotics, they work by they hit receptors in your brain, serotonin receptors and dopamine receptors, and Flupentixol, it only hits 9 receptors, a few dopamine ones and a few serotonin ones, and that's it. That's all it does. And I had a look at aripiprazole, and although it's not a full-on antagonist, it's a partial agonist. It was hitting about 30 different receptors. You can all look this up on Wikipedia. Search up the drug on Wikipedia and look under pharmacology. You can see all this information, which is great information. If this sort of thing is happening to you, you need to be aware of this information. See what is the best drug to take if they're kind of forcing you onto an antipsychotic. Aripiprazole was hitting the serotonin receptors, hitting the dopamine receptors, hitting the fucking alpha receptors. So that's probably why I was interfering with my sleep. And it's all doing it at partial agonist level, so it's really, you don't really know what aripiprazole is doing. And I had a look at paliperidone, and it was, just like if I was hitting about 20 different receptors, serotonin and dopamine, and I had a look, and one of the serotonin receptors, it said it permanently shuts it down or something. It literally said that on the Wikipedia. Look up risperidone on Wikipedia, pharmacology. Look up the receptors that it's hitting, and one of the serotonin receptors, it literally says there on the Wikipedia, which stunned me. It's like irreversible antagonist or something like that, which just sounds fucking horrible. No wonder it's such a terrible drug, you know. But yeah, I was just going into some drug talk there. You probably won't be that interested if it's not happening to you, but if this sort of thing is happening to you, you're going to be interested by this. I'm hoping the Flupentixol is going to be okay with me. I've decided to cave. I could have stood my ground and said, you know, I'm not going to take. I'm only going to accept pills at this point. But I don't know if they would have done it. I risked them re-hospitalising me and injecting me in hospital. That's what happens. They literally pin you down and they inject you in hospital. Then after that, they probably send you back. I had a friend, I think. He said it happened to him a few times, but he got off it in the end. But he said before he got off it, that did happen to him a few times. He said he made it clear that every time was going to be a struggle to inject him. He was going to defy it every time. They sent him to hospital a couple of times, re-injected him, and then they let him go on to pills. I could have done that, but I decided to comply. Hopefully I'll be okay on the Flupentixol. I'm feeling fine now. I only took 20 milligrams. So we'll see when I take 50 milligrams if I continue to feel fine. Flupentixol apparently has some antidepressant effects, and I can kind of feel it. I feel okay on it. It's it's got some antidepressant. I feel some antidepressant effects kind of coming onto me. So that's good. That's really good. I mean, I hope I'll be okay. We'll see. We'll have to see. But I haven't slept yet. Obviously tonight it's been five and a half hours since my shot. Hope I'll sleep tonight. I'll probably take a little bit of metazapine, maybe half a pill, to help with my sleep. And yeah, should be fine. Maybe I'll work out a little bit, do some push-ups or something. Use my arm bars, or maybe pump some weights or something like that. Anyway, yeah, that's my update for today. I guess I'll do another one of these in a bit, tell you how well I'm doing on this new injection. And there's not much injection. This injection is not used in the USA, by the way. And I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, for me it's fine. So it's like, I feel kind of bad for people in the USA that they're forced to get aripiprazole, or they're forced to get paliperidone, or they're forced Haldol, which Haldol sounds pretty horrible. But they don't have this, and I feel kind of sorry for them, because this one seems okay. I mean, kind of in a weird way, you'd think, why wasn't it approved in the USA? And you say, it must be bad, right? Well, no. I mean, it can be not. Maybe it wasn't approved because it's good. It's like too good or something. I don't know. I don't know the reason, the logic behind it, but you can't always jump to the simplest conclusion. You got to really think about why they do stuff. You know. Anyway, yeah, that's my update there. It's pretty interesting. Just drop a comment if you're interested in this kind of stuff. Be happy to read, and I'll catch you all later.